Hey, welcome back to SuperGGBuffet. I'm Captain Muffins, and today we're going to be running level 3 missions in the Rifter still. Today I will be showing you that the Rifter no longer is an efficient thing to run level 3s in, because I had to warp out multiple times during this video recording, and that's just with a Rifter that's got pretty good skills behind it. But nonetheless, I will show the video of me trying to run these missions, warping out, and actually completing the mission eventually. But because of how long it is, I will be doing a little differently. In case you can't tell already, it's more of a commentary rather than me speaking while I'm playing the game. So I've already grabbed the mission there, and I'm warping to it as we speak. And when I get in there, I will be actually going right after the sentry guns, because they actually hit a lot harder than most ships normally would, because they'll hit me from easily 40k away while I'm still trying to pick off the other ships there. And as you can already see, they're hitting me hard, and I'm nowhere near them yet. So the first thing I want to do is get close to them, get under their turrets, so they can't track me as easily, and then take them out and move on to the frigates. As you can see, they've called for backup now. There's 4 industrial ships there, those are the transport ships, and they also happen to be hitting me for damage. There's some cruisers, some frigates, and more than likely a destroyer in that mix. So as you can see, I'm still working on that sentry gun though. I want that taken out of the equation because that will hit me from a fair distance away, which later on in the mission I will actually be controlling the range, so I can take out the small ships first, and then work on the bigger ships by getting up close and personal and then running.
Don't bring me down.
As you can see here, I'm getting a lot more shots coming my way, and the first thing I think I should be doing is getting on top of that convoy guard. You will soon see that that was a mistake, because once I get on top of him, all the other convoy guards that were around him are pretty much keeping range with me, and they're hitting me for a significant amount of damage. And there's also those frigates, the convoy guard wingmans, which are also hitting me for a significant amount of damage compared to other frigates, and I'm also being webbed, so I'm not able to fully use my agility to my advantage to at least get some kind of speed tank in here. So I warp back to the station and repair all my modules as well as reload everything. And when I come back out, I try and control my range more and take out those smaller ships. And everything usually goes a little bit better from this point forward. Okay, so I'm just warping back to that mission right now. When I get in there, the first thing I'm going to be doing is pulling my distance so I'm not getting damaged right off the bat, and it will give me a chance to have those smaller ships, which are faster than the cruiser-sized convoy guards, to catch up to me and let me get closer to them first, so I can hit them, pull back, and repeat this a few times, and I will have to warp out a bunch of times. But that's all with running this level 3 mission in my Rifter here. As you can see, they're already trying to target me right off the bat, but the fastest ships there are those convoy guard wingmans, and they'll quickly get on top of me if I don't move, so I keep my speed low but not low enough they can catch up. And then I just take a look at them and make sure there's not too many, they're not bunched all together, so I know which convoy guard wingman I'm going to attack first. What I did here was I just rushed right in there to get on top of the convoy guard to hit him as hard as I can and take him out as soon as possible. One mistake I made here though is while I was getting a lot of damage, I wasn't paying much attention to my shield as I should have, and I repaired more shield than I should have because that wasted one charge with my ancillary shield booster, which if needed that can really count towards survival or at least being able to stay in the fight a little longer. And one thing to make sure of when you are running missions, if you're getting up close and personal, try to avoid deactivating your guns and then clicking on a different target like I did here. When you do that, your target will switch over to the one you're selected there. And if your target does have repair systems on it, it will repair itself. And if you're playing a really close fight kind of like this, that can really make a difference of you being able to take one extra target out or having to warp away earlier. Or what you'll see me doing here is I'll actually pull distance, so I don't have to warp away. I can reload my shield booster and then go back in there and start taking them out. So I'm just warping away right now because my armor's pretty damaged, or I should say it's completely damaged, and my hull's slightly damaged. I don't want that to have any damage whatsoever. I'm also low on the cap boosters for my shield, so at this point it really is best for me to just dock up, repair, and then head out to the mission again and finish completing it. This time around, instead of trying to take out those smaller ships, what I'm doing is going for those bigger ships in an attempt to blitz the mission. Each mission report page will sometimes include how you can blitz a mission, if it's possible. And in this case, I didn't actually check the mission report page. I just figured taking the transport ships out would blitz the mission for me. I was wrong. However, it did help me eliminate some damage off of the field, so in the end I was able to take out the smaller ships later, rather than having to worry about the transport ships doing a little bit of damage to me over time. And I pretty much just rinse and repeat this by doing hidden runs, by warping in and out, and then getting up close and personal, destroying a ship, and then just getting out.
Bounce.
Okay, so as you've seen, running level 3 mission in the frigates is not the most efficient thing out there. I definitely would recommend running them in either a battle cruiser, which you'll be able to handle them with no problem, or if you want a little more of a challenge or don't have the ISK, either a cruiser that has a tank on it, or a destroyer, which you'll be able to have more guns or missile launchers on it, and also be able to have some tank. To look for loadouts, I would definitely recommend the Battle Clinic loadout page. I'll be linking that in the video description. Now in the part 2 of this video, I will run missions with the Drake and just show you how much easier it is. And one thing someone brought up with me is the hardest mission they could have thought of was the blockade. So I'll be running the blockade with the Drake in a level 3, just to show that it can handle any level 3 mission you throw at it, and then we'll move on to level 4s from that point forward. So until next time, I am Captain Muffins, and fly safe.
Night like truckers, when suckers see us, they duck us.